Today, I am going to say about plastic prohibition and prevention of nature. Formerly, there were five rules for preventing plastics. These are called as five R's. That is, five words beginning with the letter R. And these words are as follows. One is reject, another one reduce, then reuse, then fourth one replacement and recycling. These are the five words used for the prevention of the plastic goods. Anyhow, the plastics and other goods should be completely prohibited in order to prevent nature and our environment. Before that, I have to say one thing. When I speak like this, there is a program going on near my house, and that sound is also hearing. If it is heard through this, please excuse me. Anyhow, uh, people used to throw these plastic goods everywhere in the seas, in the rivers, and in the ponds. Uh, in Spain, there was an incident. A dead whale was found from the seas. 6 feet, that whale has 6 feet length, and from its stomach they found a lot of plastic goods. So these poor creatures living in the sea don't know, and do not know how to distinguish good and bad, and they eat everything. So many deaths happen like this. Sea creatures are dead because people throw this in the vast oceans and seas. A similar incident happened near Shabarimala. A dead elephant. When they found their stomach, they found lot of plastic goods. So these are the things happening among animals and also among human beings. Nearly one third of the human beings are affected by this kind of pollution. So we have to be very careful in these dealings. In India, the state of Chhattisgarh, see, the city corporation, they have implemented a new program. They have opened a garbage cafe, and they said one thing also. Those people who come to the plastic garbage with 1 kilo of plastics, they will be given noon meal. And if they come with another half a kilo, breakfast will also be given. So they have done this thing in a very nice manner, because two things are done simultaneously. One, they can collect plastics and other goods which lie in the streets and in the muds. They have to get it cleaned before reaching there, and they have to submit it. After cleaning these plastic goods, they have to submit it to this garbage. So one thing, they can collect the plastics from the streets and other muddy areas. On the other hand, they are satisfied because they have giving meals, that is lunch and even breakfast for the poor people, poor and hungry people. So I think this is a good idea implemented by them. In olden days, many trees were there. Now the trees are all removed. People are cutting trees for different purposes. If there are big trees, uh, they can absorb this carbon dioxide. So the gas which emits from these plastic goods will be absorbed by these plants and trees. And the ancients, they even in Vedas we find the prevention of trees, and the temples are there. In connected with the temples, lot of trees and other things are maintained, like cow, and the ponds are kept clean. So these were the tendencies of the ancients, and nowadays the moderners, they try to ridicule them, but they had great motives behind it, and they have done it in a very well manner. If a tree is too old and if it is about to fall, they cut it also, and instead of it, they plant new plants and new trees for that. So, uh, it is our duty to prevent the earth. Earth is called mother, earth mother. That is Bhumi Devi. In Malayalam we call it Bhumi Devi. In Vedas also it is said like that. Bhumi is Devi, earth is mother, and we are children, children of the earth. So it is a duty of we children to protect the earth as much as possible. So we should not harm nature. If we create horror and if we harm nature, there will be severe reactions from the nature. Many reactions will come, as cyclone, then sea breeze, and many things will come, and the nature will react, and it is we who suffer from it. So instead of using these plastics, we have great options. We can use bamboo, light bamboo, then cloth like thing, clothes, then paper bags. There are alternatives for instead of using plastics, we can have several other alternatives also. Anyhow, this World Environment Day, that is the 50th environment celebration, that was going to be conducted, I think, the Coast d'Ivoire or Ivory Coast, that country was going to have the cost. They have accepted the host. Several countries will meet there and discuss. The main topic of discussion of theirs is the elimination of plastics in this environment day. So anyhow, it is our duty to protect nature. We have to avoid plastics, and we have to preserve trees and plants as much as possible. Let us pray and work for the preservation of nature. Namaste.